I'm sure all of you have seen this video at some point, but a lot of you probably don't know that there's actually a really tragic and really frustrating story behind it. On January 28th, 1986, Space Shuttle Challenger was preparing to take off for the 25th flight of the Space Shuttle program, carrying aboard 7 people, one of which happened to be a school teacher who goes by the name of Krista McAuliffe. She was supposed to go to space as part of a program to beam down a lecture for all students across the United States. But a couple days beforehand, a few engineers at NASA, who are in charge of all the safety, all the design, and all the nerdy stuff, had realized that it was actually scheduled to be too cold on the day of the launch to launch the space shuttle. So they went and they relayed all this information to NASA Command. NASA, being as greedy as any other company, decided that their schedule and their money was more important than the lives or the machine, and they decided to launch the Challenger anyway, despite all the engineers' warnings. So that morning, as scheduled, Challenger took off as the eyes of all America's school children looked on. All seemed well except for a small puff of black smoke emitting from the right-hand side. 73 seconds later, Challenger erupted into a massive fireball, which is where we get this famous video from. Following investigation, it would turn out that the engineers actually knew what they were talking about, believe it or not, because the failure was caused by a rubber seal on the right-hand solid rocket booster, which had failed due to the cold, which, if you remember, is exactly what the engineers had warned NASA about a couple of days before the launch. Obviously, the loss of Challenger and her crew is a much more complicated story than what I just said. Let me know if you'd like me to make a full video going into detail and subscribe for more content.